Miss Ward to see young Mr. Quartermaine?
I think that would probably be the other young Mr. Quartermaine. He's upstairs talking to grandmother. Why don't you go get him, and I'll entertain Keesha.
We got a call from the court clerk saying the trial had been delayed because your grandfather was hospitalized.
Yeah, he collapsed again. They think it's probably stress, but they want to run a few tests just to make sure it's not a heart attack.
I'm really sorry, and so is my grandmother.
Well, I'd say considering the circumstances, that's very compassionate.
Grandma's the most compassionate woman I know.
Well, I think I know another one. I hope I can pay you a compliment. Have a seat, please. Keesha, I know my grandfather did his best to keep you and Jason apart. I just want to say that I admire you for standing up to the old guy. But I think what I really admire is that you asked about him, that you were concerned about him now in spite of his attitude.
Well, I like him. I'm not sure why, since he represents everything I abhor, but I do.
Well, I like your grandmother, too, in spite of our differences about the incinerator. I was very moved by her testimony the other day.
Well, it took a lot out of her.
How did she do it? I mean, how did she live through it? How did she manage all those years?
I'm not sure. Lately, when she didn't know I was watching, I've seen her sort of sag, as if somebody cut the strings holding her up. But then it was like she reached deep down into a part of her, an incredible well of strength and faith. It would transform her. She'd glow, like there was a fire burning inside her. I can't tell you how comforting it is to be close to that fire. I don't know, maybe one day, a couple of those sparks will catch fire in me.
Well, I think they already have.
I don't know why I'm going on like this.
I hope it's because you feel comfortable talking to me. You remember what you said about your grandmother digging deep down inside of herself for strength? Mm-hmm. See, I've seen my grandmother do that also.
Well, maybe it's something grandmothers learn.
I think I'd like to get to know your grandmother better. Of course, I think I'm probably persona non grata around the Ward house these days.
No, not at all. Actually, we'd like to give you an earful about that incinerator.
I think it would be only fair if I listened then.
It would take Grandma to convert you.
Okay. All right, then. It's settled. You name the day and you name the time, and I'll be there on one condition. After Grandma is through getting her shots into me, let me take you out for a bite to eat so that we can compare notes on grandmothers.
I don't think so.
Jason, don't you think this possessive routine is just a bit much? I mean, I don't see a ring on her finger or anything. Oh, unless, of course, I missed something.
I just know you, AJ.
Keesha, do you let him pick out all your friends?
Jason misunderstood.
I don't think so.
I hope you're not suggesting that I can't have dinner with someone if you don't approve.
Well, I think it's as long as it isn't me.
Don't you have some place to go?
Yeah, actually, I was on my way to go see Grandfather at the hospital. Bye, Keesha.
Bye.
Sorry.
How sorry? It's okay. The truth is, I rather enjoyed that.
For a while there, I thought I'd blown it.
Well, at the risk of setting back the women's movement, it reminded me of Bambi.
What?
Don't tell me you never saw Bambi when you were a kid.
All except the fire. I was under the seat for that part.
Well, I still have this incredibly strong image of Bambi and Rano in the clearing fighting over Feline. It was very archetypal, honestly.
So, I'm Bambi. Is that what you're saying?
Well, I mean, you don't want to be Rano. He ended up with a broken antler limping off into the forest.
Or to the hospital to see Grandfather.
Exactly.
Oh. You come out with the most incredible things sometimes.
Maybe it's all the family portraits in this room, but, I feel as if we're being watched.
Yeah, I remember you telling me about the great gray ghost of the Wards once, but believe me, it's nothing compared to the great gray ghost of this Quartermaines. Let's get out of here. So, where do you want to go?
You're gonna think I'm crazy.
Everybody should be so crazy.
Is your grandfather allowed visitors other than family?
Hoping to run into my brother again?
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
No, seriously. Would you like to pay Grandfather a visit?
Yeah, if you think he can tolerate seeing me.
A smart, beautiful woman would be like a tonic.
I don't think I quite have that effect on him. Especially when he sees me with you.
Why do you want to do this?
Because he's your grandfather.